Can I ask you both a question? The concern about, we have a lot of people on the left that hearken for a resource-based economy. If you talk to Ellis Winningham would say that we already have a resource-based economy when you consider the way MMT is to be used, and when you consider the way the economy functions. And in terms of Australia, you guys have as you've stated, a more simplified economy. However, both use resources. Both are strapped to whatever resources are in the ground, coupled with whatever relationships they have around the world to bring other resources in the country to do whatever it is that they require. Can you explain to our audience what real resources means? We always talk about the point of where we should cease spending, where it becomes inflationary, is the real constraint, which is real resources. Can you talk a little bit about that and what might some real resources be in Australia that we'd be interested in knowing about?
Well, resources, when we talk about resources in the context of Australia, we're generally speaking talking about minerals. Natural resources we dig out from the ground, like iron ore and coal. But the word resources more correctly used, which is the way you used it, is all of those resources, not just minerals, but other natural resources too. Human resources, our labor, our skills, capital resources, capital equipment, the computer that we're looking at the moment, machinery, infrastructure in buildings, roads, power stations, everything that's available to produce goods and services. So yes, I'm glad you raised that point, because the use of language can sometimes be confusing. And when people talk about Australia being a resource-based economy, they're not talking about the skills and the people. They're talking about the stuff which is dug up from under the ground in Western Australia in enormous amounts, shipped to China, and then used to manufacture
goods that come back to Australia.
Goods that come back to Australia anyway.